What's up guys, welcome back to another collection video. So I was recently just at Comic-Con, which is the con that I normally do the Fate panels at and that kind of thing. It's one over in Birmingham, Alabama. And usually there's a booth there that has a bunch of import games, particularly from like PS1 era through like back to like the Super Famicom era. So I end up usually just cleaning them out of a lot of their import games and getting a lot of good stuff for my collection. This time around they didn't really have a whole lot that I wanted, but I did get a lot of good stuff over the weekend. And the first thing I got, there was a booth that had a lot of good games, a lot of the games I would want for my collection, but primarily the ones that I'd already had. But I did manage to pick up a copy of God Hand, which is one of the Clover Studios games before Clover Studios became Platinum Games. And I want to collect every single Clover Studios and Platinum Games game. And this is the one I was missing, so that's great to have. I've not tried it yet. I've been told it's very difficult. This copy is not really in the best of condition and it's missing the manual, but it was a pretty good price, so I am very happy with that. And then the import game table did have one thing that a friend pointed out to me. I totally missed it. I had no idea what it was. I just was scrolling through and I just passed it up. But he pointed it out to me again, and he's like, "You have to buy this. You have to buy this." And what it is, I have actually no idea what this game is, but because I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, and I collect both of those franchises respectively, I had to have this. If anybody can tell me anything about this game, I would really appreciate it. I've yet to really research it. They pulled it up on Amazon and they said it was selling for like $60 to $100, something like that, and I got it for much cheaper than that. So, kind of a rare find. I'm not really sure about this. I mean, it was just kind of a nice, it's a game I had no idea even existed, but it's really cool because it's got like every single Dragon Quest character in there from what I can see, 1 through 7, or 1 through 6 at the very least, and every Final Fantasy character from 4 to 10 too. So that's a pretty good chunk of a lot of characters. It looks like it's like a party game, or it's got mini games in it. I guess it's kind of like Mario Party, but with Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy characters. I really don't know. I'm kind of curious to check that out. It was just kind of a nice novel thing I got for my collection. Some of these games I had ordered online. They just happened to arrive over the same weekend. And so stuff that I've been meaning to buy for my collection for a while. Some of you guys know I'm a huge fan of the Sengoku Basara series of games and anime, so I finally bought the HD collection for the PS3. This is Japanese only. This is all import PS3 game. I bought it new, I opened it, I have played it some, it's very good so far. It has Basara 1, Basara 2, and the expansion of Basara 2 called Basara 2 Heroes. And the interface is really good. It's a very good HD collection overall. I highly recommend it as far as, you know, HD collections go if you're into the series. And I also got, I've yet to open this one, I've got the limited edition of Sengoku Basara 4, which I'm very excited about. It looks like it's going to be a really nice limited edition. It's got some other DVD or something in there. I'm not opening it yet. I'm waiting until I can get it to my friend's house so we can actually play it. I'm just kind of enjoying it. It's still sealed for now. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time. And I know it's got a bunch of downloadable alternate skins and stuff, but I'm not really sure how to go about unlocking those. So, and maybe the codes only work if you're on a Japanese PS3 or something like that, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to playing this. And let's see what else. My friend Austin, who I saw on the way back, he's got to be one of the coolest game collectors I've ever known in my life. He has hundreds and hundreds of games. Bigger collections than what I have, and he is into a lot of the same kind of games that I am, and he's just a really cool guy, and into a lot of import games. And so he donated a free import game to my collection, just for me to have. And the condition was I have to do a Let's Play on it, so I'm going to. And I have played this game a little bit. It's good so far, but it's going to take a long time to get used to it. I might not be able to do the Let's Play with him this year, but we'll see. And it's a Gundam game, actually. It's a Mobile Suit Gundam game for the PS3 called Gundam Breaker. And it's like a third-person action shooter, hack and slash type of game. where you control your mobile suit and whatnot, and you can build and customize your mobile suit from the pieces of the destroyed mobile suits that you fight, which is pretty awesome when you think about it, and that's the heavy gimmick in this game. It's one thing I don't really care for is it seems to be heavily influenced off of like the self-aware like Gunpla series. I don't know if it's a manga or a show. I know there's a show recently called Gunpla Builders, which is which came out after this, but I just don't care for it as much as I would like the serious military setting of a true game to take place in the Mobile Suit Gundam universe. But it's a fun game, and the gameplay is good from what I've played of it so far. And when I get into the deeper levels of the customization, maybe I'll turn around about it. But it's just like, the only thing I don't really care for is the setting of the story. That's really about it. The gameplay is great so far. I'm looking forward to playing more of that. He also let me borrow 2 other games from his collection just because, and I guess when I see him again I'll bring him back and let him borrow maybe some of the games out of my collection. So he let me borrow another Gundam game for the PS3. This one is called Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Full Boost. Say that name fast 3 times. This, it looks like a fighting game. I'm not sure if it's probably a 3D fighting game. I've seen some gameplay of it. It looks really intense. Probably very hard to get used to because I'm terrible at fighting games anyway, so it's going to take a long time to get used to the controls. Big, thick user manual with this. Looking forward to giving it a try. I've not played this yet. And he also let me borrow an Xbox 360 game, which was never really on my radar when it came out, but I'm looking forward to playing it nonetheless, and that is Dragon's Dogma. Some of you may remember this game as the game that allowed you to play the demo for Resident Evil 6 early, which ended up being a huge letdown, but that's a rant from another video. I am definitely looking forward to playing this. You know, Shinji Mikami is one of my favorite directors of all time, and anything that has anything to do with him or his team, I am on board for. Absolutely. This game is pretty well received, all things considered. It's just kind of, as a new IP for Capcom, people just kind of pass it by. And then some other more obscure things you guys might not be too familiar with that are particular things that I like to collect. For people that are into like the Type Moon stuff that I collect and have seen my Type Moon videos for my Fate collection, that kind of thing. I picked this up. I actually imported this while the con was going on. I didn't actually buy it at the con, but it's something I've been meaning to get for a long time. And it is this absolutely gorgeous, immaculate art book. And this is the Type Moon 10th Anniversary Phantasm art book. And this is Japanese, so it reads backwards, obviously. Some of the other Fate art books I have, I realize are translated. So even though some of them are about the visual novel, they're like, I guess they're fan translations or they're released by some other company that's licensed them out. And they read, the other way, they read left to right instead of right to left. So this reads right to left. It is just so cool. It's got promotional art from a lot of all the Fate stuff, as well as Tsukihime and Melty Blood and all that, but it also has a lot of Kara no Kyokai stuff in here too, which is really cool when you think about how little attention Kara no Kyokai gets. All the stuff from the light novels and the films as well. And it's wonderful. I'm trying to keep this this band on here intact, even though I'm sure there's so many little things like that come with a lot of this Japanese media, like CDs have like a little cardboard end label, and I try to keep all that stuff intact, even though I'm sure a lot of people just throw it away. Very happy to have this. I'm trying to get all of the Fate art books if I can. And that one is definitely the one I wanted to get first because it was going up in price. So those of you who are Zoids fans who found my channel through the Zoids Battle Legends Let's Play will be happy to know that I finally broke down and bought that import GameCube, and it's not here yet, so I can't show it to you. But it's on its way. So soon I will have an import GameCube and I will have the ability to play Zoids vs. 3 like I promised to do like 3 years ago. So, but in the meantime, those of you Zoids fans out there, I did make a couple of Zoids related purchases at the con. I bought some Zoids model kits. The first Zoids model, I bought the high-end Master Model Blade Liger with the attack boosters at Anime Week in Atlanta. And I haven't finished building it yet. I'll post a video about it when I'm finished building it. That was the first Zoids model kit I've bought in probably over 10 years. I think the Takara Tomy Blade Liger was the last one I bought. Before that, it was back in 2005, so it's been 10 years almost. So I bought 2 more at the con, and another model kit as well should be showing off. So I bought the, this is the Shield Liger Mark II. This is from a different production line than the, how do you even pronounce that? Kotobukiya. This is not the same production line. And one thing I didn't realize about these when I bought the thing, they're tiny. They are super, super tiny. Like, look at the size of this box. You think it'd be a normal size model kit. This thing is going to be absolutely tiny when it's finished. It's going to scale horribly next to the other Zoids. But it will still be highly detailed and difficult to construct. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, you guys saw me use this quite a lot in the Battle Legends Let's Play, the Shield Liger with the big, massive F-off cannons. So this one is from a series called the Modeler Spirit Series, or MSS, but it is officially licensed by Takara Tomy. So awesome! And then I got another high-end master model, which I'm not looking forward to building because the Blade Liger has been such a pain, but it's, ta-da! The Lightning Sykes, which, as you guys know, I abused heavily during the Battle Legends Let's Play. It's one of my favorite Zoids of all time. I've been looking for a Lightning Sykes model kit probably for about 10 years now. Like since I got the Blade Liger, the Takara Tomy Blade Liger, I've been looking for a Lightning Sykes to go with it, and I finally have one. Granted, it's not from the same production line as the old Takara Tomy ones, but this one's better anyway. So very happy to have that.